Hey, listen, if you're buying or selling a home, your realtor is probably going to have you sign a consent for due agency, and you probably have no idea what that means. My name is Corey Lancaster. I'm with the Lancaster team of Exit Right Realty, bringing you another episode of Real Estate Talk. And today we want to talk about due agency. What is it? What does it mean? I have no idea, Corey. Explain it to me like I'm a 2-year-old. All right. So it depends on whether you're buying in Maryland or if you're buying in DC. Okay. They mean two different things. So pay attention. If you're buying in Maryland, what due agency means, you have a buyer's agent. You have a seller's agent, also known as a listing agent. If they work for the same company, in my case, that would be Exit Right Realty. That is when you have due agency. So if I'm representing a seller and someone from our office wants to bring a buyer to my listing so that they understand that the listing agent and buyer agent works for the same brokerage. The reason that is because you only have one broker for every brokerage. And that listing agent, that buyer agent may be going to their broker asking them questions about the transactions, right? And it just allows that broker to know that he's in a consent for due agency, or there's a due agency relationship, that he can't share personal information to his buyer agent or his listing agent that might be an unfair advantage for one of the parties. He answered questions and helped them, obviously, but he can't, of course, share private confidential information that might weigh in some response to the negotiating. All right, but it's perfectly fine. Most people do consent for due agency. 99.9% of my clients allow for consent for due agency, because why wouldn't you? If you're selling a home, you want as many people to see the property as possible. So it's nothing wrong with doing due agency. All right, even still, if you're selling a home and the agent from your office or from my office wants to write an offer, there's going to be a second signature giving, so both parties truly understand that now they're about to enter into a due agency situation. Little bit different if you're buying in DC. So if you're buying in DC, you're being asked to sign the due agency consent form. What that means in DC is you have one agent that is representing the seller and representing the buyer in the same transaction. They do allow that in DC. They do not allow that in Maryland. Maryland, you can't represent the buyer and the seller in the same transaction, but in DC, you apparently can, and they call it due agency. I don't know how it's done. I know it's kind of a gray area. Some agents who are licensed in DC, like myself, do it and don't do it. I prefer not to do due agency because it just kind of muddies the water a little bit, but people do it. It's up to you. It's a personal decision. Subscribe to my YouTube page here at the Lancaster team of Exit Right Realty and like this video. Hope to hear from you soon. Have a good one.